Good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. Terry B. Harrison here with Team Referral Network Virtual Chapters. And this afternoon for me and this beautiful Friday morning for Marike, we are here to greet you on Team Talk Live. So Marike Groot is joining me from South Africa. And Marike, it's just such a delight to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity. I appreciate it.
Oh, no, it's my delight and my pleasure to have you. So for our business owner friends, Marike specializes in marketing, and it's one of the things that I think we're always concerned about is how are we getting the word out about what we do? Are we doing the right things? Could we be optimizing what we're up to? And so I think it's wonderful to have this opportunity. She's going to be sharing with us 3 top elements that business owners should invest in when it comes to their marketing. So I know I'm excited to hear. So would it be okay if I more formally introduced you?
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. So Marike Groot is the owner. Are you co-owner or owner? Okay. Go ahead.
Yes, owner.
Okay, she is the owner. You got to tell me about where Mary and me comes in.
Okay, so Mary is basically my name.
Yes.
My name means Little Mary.
Okay.
And me are the people that I work with. So this isn't a one-sided effort. It's always about collaboration. So the me always comes into it.
Isn't that clever, you guys? I thought for sure like she had partners. I'm the me. Oh, okay. See, it's a good thing when I ask these questions, everyone. You never know what I'm going to say. Okay, so Mary and Me is a creative agency that specializes in creating beautiful marketing solutions. They focus on personalized service that cuts out all the fuss and frills and brings you good value. Some of the specialties are graphic design, branding, marketing, social media, web development, and staff management. So this is what Marike does all day from South Africa. What do y'all think?
So that's very formal because it's obviously from LinkedIn.
What else do you want to share? What else do you want to share? What's something informal you want to share?
Well, when I talk to people, I just introduce myself as the No Drama Llama. So it's about branding and marketing made as easy and as simple as possible and cutting out all the drama for you.
So did y'all know that if you are her Facebook friend, you'll start to see the llamas come through on your feed? Did y'all know that? It's true. It's true. Do you have a llama there? Oh, and there's the llama. And there's the llama. So no drama llama. See?
Everywhere. Yes. People always be stuck with llamas.
No, I think it's awesome. We all should have something like that, right? And that's where your genius comes in. Is that true? There we go. Okay. It's okay. The last thing I asked you, it's okay. The last thing I asked you was we should all have something like that. And that's where your genius comes in, right?
Yes. So we help you create that avatar for yourself.
Oh, good. Well, I think I need something super cool. I don't know if I need a llama. That's yours. So you can have the llama, but we'll have to talk about what I need. So we'll do that. We'll do that soon. That sounds awesome. So let's get. Oh, I have a cape. Oh, I do have a cape. Oh, I do have a cape. That is so true. Never mind. I'm just kidding. Okay, that is so awesome. I didn't know we were going to have so much fun this morning. This is great. Okay, so let's dive into those 3 elements that business owners should invest in when it comes to their marketing. And I can't wait to hear from you. This is going to be very exciting. So what is the first one?
So the top 3 that I've put together today are the ones that we believe you need to invest in, whether it's your money, if you can afford it, or your time, if you can't. Okay. So these 3 things you as a business owner need to drive. And the very first thing is a website. Mm-hmm. Now, websites have gone through many permutations over the years. And many years ago, we all were told, you need a website, you need a website, you need a website. And then we went through the phase of everyone's got a website, so be different and don't have a website and be on social media. And now we're back in the virtual world where everyone needs a website, because the first thing that you do when someone asks you about yourself is say, go check out my website.
Yeah.
Or when you've connected to them, they say, please send me something about you. I'd like to learn more about you. Can I check out your website? So
Yes.
those become very important once again for us to have that overall view of who we are and what we do, give all of the information, but in bite-sized chunks so that people can process it and take action based on what they see on your website.
Okay, so we're back to the days that we need a website, and it is true. We've never been in such a virtual world as we are today, right? So this is very sound advice, and yes, people will find us other places. So okay, I love that. I love that. And what do you say if people don't have a website or they might be unhappy with their website? Is that something that you can help them take a look at, is what they have, and maybe make a suggestion on where to go from here?
Absolutely. Very few people that we work with have nothing. So we
Okay.
usually start with something, whether it was created 20 years ago, 5 years ago, a year ago. Things have changed. The world isn't the same anymore. We have to adapt to that. So everyone's website can really do with a freshen up, a refresh approach, or a new look. Everyone can have a look after these past 7 months, this past year, at how your business has changed. And does your website actually reflect what your business is today? Because a lot of us, we come from that background where we have a website and it's there and we forget about it and we leave it, and it's been the same for 5 years and it's going to be the same for 5 more years. That's not how it works anymore. It has to show that you are active, that you are interested, that you are reaching out to people, that you are doing work, completing work, getting in touch with people, that people are getting in touch with you, leaving testimonials. All of those things help the person that comes onto your website get an idea of what they're actually getting into when they start doing business with you. And if I go onto a website and it was last updated in 2017, I just go top corner, close, move on. I
Yes.
really don't care what you did in 2017. It's not
Right.
relevant anymore. So we
Right.
really encourage people. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be expensive. Just have a look at what your website is, and is it really still relevant for how your business is running today and what you want to tell people about your business today.
Amazing. Okay, so number one element we want to invest in is a website. So what would number two be?
Number two would be a lead magnet.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yep.
the lead magnet is basically how I get someone to click on your website and actually visit your website. Because we always say to people, like, we want you to have the best website you can have, the best website you can afford, the best website we can put together for you.
Yep.
So we're going to put together a beautiful red Ferrari. It's going to be so stunning and everyone wants to see it. But if we don't tell them that it's there, if we don't help them get to it, they're not going to know. So it's like taking that beautiful red Ferrari and parking it in Antarctica. No one will know that it's there unless we tell them.
Mm-hmm.
So the lead magnet is basically you giving someone extra value, added value that they weren't expecting, in return for them taking action and going onto your website. So we were talking about with a financial planner yesterday. So there's a lot that a financial planner can give, like tips on how to budget, for instance. Come onto my website, download my how to budget template, and you get something immediately for that immediate gratification. And I've brought you onto my website where I show you what I do every day.
So give us some suggestions for I think I know, but just because I think I know doesn't mean I'm even remotely right. So you talked about the tips from the financial planner. So is it ebooks, videos? Can it be a combination? Are there new things out there I don't know about that would be a great lead magnet? What are your suggestions?
So currently, I think the most popular one is the webinar. So come and join my webinar and I'll share some amazing information with you. But I would encourage my clients to go webinar plus something that I can download and have access to immediately. because we're in a world where we live in a world where immediate gratification is the order of the day. We want to get something now for the action I'm taking now. So if I purchase a beautiful handbag online, I get that immediate gratification through that email that says your order is on its way. And I just feel good. I know I'm going to have that beautiful handbag. But if I am signing up for a webinar, this webinar might be in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 months, 6 years. And that might actually discourage me from entering my email address, signing up, or I might even forget into 2 weeks' time. But if you give me something that I can work with today, whether it's the tips for budgeting, or whether it's a discount on my online store, or whether it's information in terms of book a consultation with me, let's have a 15-minute chat, whatever, that gives me that sense of I've got something in return for what I've given you, which is my time to take a look at your website or what you have to offer.
Very nice. Okay, so we have a comment. Monica Groom says, stunning advice. I agree. Okay, so I like that whole come in and join my webinar. I think that is newer and fresher than some of the things that we've seen in the past. And truly, there are so many people now that are, I hate to overuse that word, shifting, or I think there's a lot of people that are new in business. They maybe had a job, right? Are you starting to run into this more and more? Yes. So they've had a job, and that job is no longer there. And this happened I've been around the networking world long enough that in the United States anyway, like in 2008 and 2009 was an economic situation that many people left their job, and suddenly they all showed up at Team Referral Network because they were starting businesses. And I think that we're going to see more and more of that. So how awesome is it for someone who maybe has never had to market in the past, for them to be able to come to someone like you and get this fresh advice so that they can move in the right way. Some of us are old school and we may not know what we don't know, but these new people can use your expertise right from the get-go. So that is amazing. So I love that. Come and join my webinar. All right.
It's important to remember that there is no cookie cutter solution for everyone. So there's no one type of solution that's going to suit every business. So what works for one is not going to work for another. A webinar might not be applicable for everyone, even though it's very popular now and it's something that the majority of people want to do and want to collaborate with others to do. It might not be relevant to everyone. So it's important to have that chat about what is actually going to work for your business. And we take it very seriously to make sure that it's going to work for you. We don't want to sit here and give you advice and in 2 weeks or 10 months you come back to us and say it hasn't actually done anything for my business.
That's really good. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, so the third, what is the third element?
So the third one is social media.
Aha.
I don't think we can overstate the value of social media today, especially in the situation that we find ourselves in, where the majority of us communicate on social media. I've made lots of good friends during the past 7 months that I've never met in person, that I might never meet in person because I don't know if I'm ever going to go to the US. But we have made connections and we have built friendships very quickly because we can interact on social media. And we've not only built friendships, we've built business connections, we've built relationships, we've built something that we can work on for the next 10 years and help each other's businesses grow.
Yeah.
So social media is a big one. And it takes both time and money. But if you don't have money, take the time to do it. Find the platform that's relevant to your business and spend every waking hour that you have available on that medium until you have those relationships to carry you through.
I think that is such sound advice, and I've even included in my discussions about online networking, I include your social media right in there, because if we're not being found and if we're not building relationships and if people don't see us, this is how we network now. And instead of us coming into the room in our local town and we're going to come in and shake hands and network together. Now it's not that I meet you face to face. It's that I probably find you online first instead of meeting you face to face, shaking your hand and going back and connecting with you after. It's that important, isn't it?
The entire team platform is a social medium. It's something
Yes.
that we use to build those relationships, to find each other, to start networking, to start building connections. And then from this platform, we work onto other platforms, such as Facebook, such as LinkedIn, such as Instagram. But those are more specific to the business, which one you're going to choose. But something like this referral network that team has built is a very important medium for growing your business. And especially now, we had this discussion yesterday by chance, where we used to have in-person meetings, and it was such a mission to get everyone to agree on a restaurant,
Yes.
get them there, to work through the traffic, to accommodate everyone's schedule, to choose a place everyone can afford. Are we going for coffee? Are we going for breakfast? Are we going for lunch? Are we not ordering anything? You know, it used to be so complicated. And now what we do is switch on our computers and we sit and we have a meeting. And going forward, I think even when it's safe for us to visit with each other again and be able to go outside, we're not necessarily going to have the financial resources to do that. Because traveling is expensive. Sitting there having coffee after coffee gets expensive. So to make the most of this opportunity to virtually network is ideal.
No, I think that it can be as well. And like I will chuckle as I commute across my hallway into my office, I'll tell my husband, hey, I'm going to go to the UK. I'll be back in 2 hours. I'm going to go to the UK and Australia and I'll be back. Or just like even now, we're having coffee. I think you're having coffee. I'm not sure. I don't want to speak, but we're definitely enjoying something right now. And here we are, and you're in South Africa, and here I am in Singapore, and we're being watched all over the world. Like what in the world?
How did such a
Yes.
time?
Yes, and I agree. I think this is the new way it will be. Not to say we will never network in person. I was chatting with someone here in Singapore, someone that I know, and I was enjoying learning about his business on his social media. And I said, hey, I work with a lot of business owners around the world. I'd love to just chat with you. And it's just really to catch up with what he's doing. And seriously, like the coaching firm he works at sounds really fantastic, Marike. And he was like, do you want to get together and have lunch? And I'm thinking, I think we should just like get on the call, man. So it's just so funny. I can go to lunch and I would, but wow, I'm spoiled now.
It is. I agree.
And then if we were now, now that we know this, I didn't know we were going to talk about this. Now that we know this, think about if we were to go back to our old financials from past years, like all the petrol, all the travel expense that I had traveling across Los Angeles for years, all the meals day in and day out at all the networking meetings. Like that was thousands of dollars a year.
Exactly.
that we can be, yes, that we can be profiting or reinvesting in our business in another way. Like maybe it is that some of that money is going to go into a better website. Maybe it is that we're going to be able to hire someone to take off some of the headache. Not that social media is a headache, but there is the time. It's a lot of time. We have to prioritize. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
So if you can afford it, obviously give that stress over to someone. But even if you can't, there's so much that we can do ourselves.
So good. So if you had, I didn't ask you this, but if you had a bonus tip, any type of bonus tip on marketing that you'd be passionate about sharing right now, what would your bonus tip be as we go to close out? Anything.
Imagine your brand, your company, your business as a person, and give that person a personality. Dress them up, give them a home, give them the sense of humor, give them what they like, what they dislike, hobbies, etc. And once you've done that, you'll have a much clearer picture of what it is that you want to communicate to your target audience. So we spoke in the beginning about the No Drama Llama. It came about in a very roundabout manner, but at the end of the day, it became the perfect vehicle for me to communicate what our business is about, and that is to make your life easier. So give us the instruction and we'll take all the fuss and bother out of it and just get it done for you. And that applies to every single business. You can do that.
Okay, that is so true and so good. Okay, so let's invite people to connect with you. And as I'm putting your website up, I just want to give you a shout out, and that's that Marike has started doing some things for our virtual team. And in fact, if some of you have seen our new artwork for social media that we just shared recently with our members, that's her amazing talent. And people were like, oh, that's cool. And the one reason that I wanted to hire her was because I had seen some of the work that she's been doing for her chapter members. So I know what their businesses are. And then I'll see all of a sudden they're posting these cool things. I'm like, oh, I know who did that. I know who did that. So I'm here on behalf of some of the people that know her and love her, just to give a shout out. I think that her creativity is amazing. And I just want to invite you to please connect, and just know that we all say great things. So this is connect with her on her website, and anything else you'd like to share about them connecting with you.
Yes, just get in touch and we can have a chat, and it'll be fun to meet new people, and it's always interesting to learn about businesses, and we look forward to meeting new people and start creating and collaborating with them.
Wonderful. Well, I want to thank you for your time on this Friday morning over in South Africa. I hope that you have a fantastic Friday, an amazing weekend, and I'd love to come back and let's talk about marketing again soon. Let's do it. Okay.
I really appreciate it. Thanks for the opportunity, and have a good one, everyone.
Have a good weekend. Yes, happy weekend, everyone.
Bye.